For those who've already come in, if you want to prepare your place where you're going to practice your Yoga Nidra, you can prepare it. It's ideally done in a place which is closed, comfortable, so there's not too much of noise coming in. So if you want to prepare your place, you can do that. It's ideally best done lying down on the mat or on your bed, wherever it's comfortable. But if you feel comfortable doing that seated, you can do that as long as your spine is straight and tall.
Okay.
We can sit on the chair?
You can sit on the chair, but sit upright without leaning back or letting yourself slide down the chair. Some people tend to fall asleep during the practice, so they prefer sitting down. So it's your choice. So today we're going to practice Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra, as the name suggests, it's yoga and Nidra. Nidra is sleep, but Yoga Nidra is not exactly sleep. It's a yogic sleep, which involves taking you into a state of consciousness just before you fall asleep. So it's a state between wakefulness and sleepness where our mind is alert and more active. So to get into the practice, ideally best is to first set your room or the place where you're going to practice. So ideally it is best done in Shavasana or the corpse pose, which I'll tell you, which is lying down on the mat. If you're uncomfortable doing that, feel free to sit on a chair where your back is straight so that you're not hunching or leaning back. As long as your spine is straight and you're seated on your sit bones, that will also be fine. Also, just try and see that the room is quiet. If you feel that there's going to be any noise around, close the door to avoid any disturbances. We also try to do this practice on not on a full stomach. So the stomach, because as we are lying down, we don't want the stomach to be full. So we keep it kindly half full or empty is also good. So to begin the practice, if you're lying down on the mat or sitting down, just get comfortable. Make any last minute adjustments that you need to do to remain still. If you need to take out your bands or your glasses, if you need to take off a belt if you're lying down, so remove all that and just keep them in the side because you won't be needing it during the practice. Free yourself from all physical bindings. Those lying down on the mat in Shavasana, keep your legs a little wider, mat width apart, feet dropping down to either side, leaving space between your inner thighs to breathe. Arms by the side, palms facing the ceiling, leaving space for the armpits to breathe. Keep your shoulders relaxed, away from the ears. Those who are seated can rest your palms on your knees, palms facing the ceiling. Rest your elbows. Let your shoulders move away from the ears. Lengthen the back of the neck. Chin lifted away from the chest, parallel to the floor. Top of the head towards the ceiling. Keep your eyes softly closed. Avoid tension in your forehead. Lower jaw relaxed. Keep your lips together so you continue breathing through your nose, unless you find it difficult to breathe through it. Take a few moments to settle here, sensing your body on the floor if you're lying down, or your feet on the floor if you're seated. Begin to orient yourself in time and space. You are going to just take a minute to become aware of the sound around you. Instead of reacting to the sound or judging what you hear, your intention here is to allow the sound to pass, free of judgment, free of any thought. Begin to just notice the sound as passing moments, slowly becoming distant. Experience your mind detaching itself from the sound. Just listen. Your intention during this minute is to hold on to less and less. Bring your awareness now to your belly. Notice the soft movement of the belly as you breathe naturally. Try not to control your breathing. Breathe naturally and observe the gentle flow of the belly. Notice how it softly rises or moves forward as you inhale. And as you exhale, notice the fall of the belly or it moving back in. Keeping the awareness on the belly, now notice the chest too. Movements around the chest. Do you feel the movement over there? Notice if you do find a movement, a slight raise in the chest as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, notice how it falls back. Now bring your awareness to the nostrils. As you breathe in, follow the movement of the breath through the nostrils, traveling down your throat into the windpipe, through the windpipe, into the chest, and finally the abdomen. As you exhale, follow the reverse movement. Right till the moment the breath leaves the nostrils. It is very natural for the mind to get distracted during this practice. If there are thoughts which come to your mind, finish the thought, do not try and block them. Let the thoughts come and let them pass. Slowly direct your awareness back to your breath. Begin to notice how each breath begins to shape your mind. As you inhale, there is a sense of being washed afresh with new energy, vitality, and healing. As you exhale, feel yourself letting go, releasing both fatigue and tension. Notice how the flow is holding you. completely supporting you. The more you relax, the more you feel supported. Your whole body softens. We'll begin the awareness from the toes, traveling upward. Notice for any areas of tension or tightness in the areas I mention. If you do feel any tightness or stress in those areas, use your breath. And as you exhale out, feel the tension release from those areas. We'll begin from the toes. Your feet. Ankles. As I mention the body parts, try not to move them. Just taking your awareness to those parts and releasing the tension there. Lower legs, knees, upper legs, the hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrist, hands, fingers, moving to the back of your neck, back of the head, top of the head, right side, right here, left side, left here, forehead, eyebrows, your eyes, cheeks, the point between your eyebrows, bridge of your nose, the nostrils, upper lip, lower lip, lower jaw, chin, front of the neck, collarbones, the chest, and finally, rest your awareness on the abdomen. The next step, become aware of the specific points of the body resting on the floor. If you were seated, it would just be your feet. But if you're lying down, notice the heels, the calves, back of your thighs, the seats, parts of your back, your elbows, the back of your hands, and the back of the head. Feel all these points at once, and as you exhale, notice the body exhaling and have the intention that your thoughts are draining out from those points, releasing from the body and being absorbed by the earth. The main intention of this practice is to sense that with each exhalation, your tension and thoughts drain out through these points which make contact with the ground. Your body and mind eventually are free and spacious. Each exhale is a deeper stage of relaxation. In the next stage of the deep relaxation, I will take you through a visualization. I will begin to describe settings. Allow your mind to jump immediately to these settings. Let your mind be free to travel. Try not to get attached to any one setting or an image. Imagine yourself to be a traveler, jumping from place to place in your mind. When I reach the last visualization object, I will repeat it for a few times. Keep your awareness on that point and then on your breath. After that, we will maintain silence for a couple of minutes. We will now begin the visualization. Picture an ocean, a deep blue ocean, a beach with white sand, a seagull flying over the sand, pelicans chasing the current over the waves, the waves crashing on the beach, the white sand, the desert, cactus in the desert, the blue sky, blue cloudless sky, birds singing, a walled garden, lush green grass, storm clouds, a cool breeze, the crack of thunder, the dark sky illuminated by lightning, a long dirt road stretching towards the horizon, a group of olive trees, a farmer, a woman pulling water from a well, children playing in the distance, a tall tree stretching up to the sky, blue sky, warm sun, mountains in the distance, topped with snow, a farmhouse, a stable, horses in the stable, sunset, a flock of black birds in the sky, the hoot of an owl, the sounds of crickets, an old front porch with a swing, a glass of cold lemonade, a warm chair right next to the fireplace, a grey cat curled on a small rug, an old woman sipping tea, a rose garden in full bloom, a robin with a worm in its beak, a hammock, cool, dry concrete, white, puffy clouds, white dove, a burning candle, the flickering flame, the flickering flame, flickering flame, bring the awareness back to your breath. Notice your breath as you breathe again naturally. Very slowly, we will now begin the process of coming out of Yog Nidra, doing it step by step. Become aware of all the sounds around you. Remember where you are lying down or seated. Remember what time of the day it is. Slowly awakening your mind. Become aware of your body, lying down on the mat or seated on the chair. Feel its presence. Gently wriggle your fingers, your toes, moving your head side to side. Try and keep your eyes closed if you can. Those lying down can bring their legs together. All the others can raise their hands up, giving yourself a good stretch, interlocking your fingers, lengthening up, giving a very good stretch. Those lying down can relax their arms, bring them down, and slowly turn to the right. As you turn to the right, place your left palm on the ground, preparing your body to slowly get up. Avoid any sudden movements. When you're ready, press your left palm on the ground and slowly come to a seated posture, any comfortable seated posture, keeping your eyes closed and your palms joined at the heart center. Thumb pointing towards your heart, fingers pressing against each other, and the palms pressing against each other. We will end the class today with 3 Oms followed by Shanti, which means peace. Feel free to join in at your own space and time. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Keeping your eyes closed, rub your palms, generate a little heat, and then cup your eyes with your palms, transferring the warmth within. Rub your palms once again. Place it at your heart center, calming yourself further. The last time, rub your palms a little more. Generate a good amount of heat. Massage your forehead, your cheeks, your chin, the neck, back of your neck. Join your palms like a book in front of your face. Open it and then blink your eyes open into your palms. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you, Divya.
You're welcome.
You.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Divya.
That
Thank
was
you.
lovely.
See you all soon.
I'm
Have a
falling
good
asleep.
relaxation.
Feel free to join on
Thank
Thursday
you.
at 1, 2:30.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Bye.
you.
We'll do that.
Bye.
Bye.